Walt Disney Studios, and we're going to go on a tour to find out more about Walt Disney and how he started everything that we like to see at Disneyland and in the movies and on TV.
Hi, so I'm standing outside of one of the Disney sound stages. This is called Stage 2, the Julie Andrews stage. A lot of her shows like Mary Poppins was filmed here. And this is where they film TV shows or movies. They build the sets and the actors come and act inside of them, and then they produce the shows that you watch on your TV right inside here.
Stage 1 at Disney Studios. Closed set. When that red light is flashing, you cannot go in. Walt Disney was a great artist and an animator. And in this building, they had lots of windows so that they can get light in to do their best artwork and bring characters to life and create movies like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. After they did their paintings, then they brought it to this multiplane camera where they recorded the film. It was pretty big and it has 3 layers. Here's an example of how artwork is layered together to create animation. This is an underground tunnel that linked the animation building with the ink and paint departments. And so artists would use this tunnel when they needed to transport their drawings from one location to another. Right up there was Walt Disney's office where he did most of his drawings. This is a statue of Walt Disney himself and his best bud, Mickey Mouse. Walt's brother was named Roy Disney. Here's a statue of him sitting with Minnie Mouse. You can find this same statue at Walt Disney World in Florida.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was like the very first feature film. Like this whole studio, everything was built because of Snow White. Before then, they're working in a studio in LA on this street called Imperium. Hyperion. And that makes reference later on in my tour. But they built Snow White, and then it did so well they were able to purchase this land, and so there's always a lot of references to like the Seven Dwarfs everywhere, and that's why they're kind of there holding up the building, because without the success of Snow White, then none of this would have been possible, and so that's why you see a lot of Snow White, Seven Dwarfs everywhere. Even though there's a lot of other successful movies after the fact, that was the one that sort of started.
Pretty cool. They even have a theater that shows movies like Star Wars, Zootopia, Jungle Book, and other new movies. Walt Disney was always coming up with new ideas. He had the idea to create a theme park with rides and entertainment based on the movies. Disneyland opened in 1955. It cost $17 million to build and took 1 year. The park is a huge success today. Walt Disney once said, "We should never forget that it was all started by a mouse." But really we know that it was started by Walt Disney himself, someone who had a big imagination, a big heart, and never gave up on his dreams.